this video, I'm going to give you my final review and conclusion on the Dreo 1500 watt portable heater. This is sold on Amazon, hovers right around $60 to $70. Now, this is my #1 rated portable heater from last year. It's a Lasco heater, so I'm going to kind of compare the two as I talk throughout this video. Now, this one is obviously much taller, and one thing that I like more about the Lasco is it seems to distribute the hot air a little more evenly throughout the room. So it has more of a span, and it does oscillate just as much as this one does, but this seems like it kind of spreads the warm air throughout the room a little bit quicker, a little more evenly than the Dreo does. The two remotes, they're basically the same. The Lasco remote is a little bit bulkier and heavier. Now that can be a good thing. This one is a lot harder to lose. Now the Dreo remote is super thin, super light. It's basically just all black. It's a little bit harder to find if you lose it like in a couch cushion or it falls underneath your couch. It is nice and compact, but just keep that in mind. Now if size is a concern for you, obviously the Dreo is much more compact. This is about 24 inches tall. This is only about 10 inches tall. Weight wise, this is super lightweight. This one's just slightly heavier, but not by much. So now that that comparison is over, let's just focus on the main features of this unit. Right now I have it in eco mode and it's set to 74 degrees. So it's going to warm the room up to 74 degrees and then it's going to shut off. And as the room cools down, it's going to turn on again. So it's kind of an automatic thermostat. That's a nice feature if you just want to set it and forget it. So if you take a look at my Therm Pro, this little heater is putting out 135.3 degrees. It's gone up just a hair. Most portable heaters that I've tested usually run in the about 125 to 127 degrees range. So this one puts out a little bit more heat than some of the other ones I've tested. Now this one has an automatic cool down feature. A lot of other portable heaters don't have that. When you shut them off, it just stops completely. This one, when you hit the off button, it has a 30-second countdown and it's just blowing cool air, so it cools off the front of the unit. So once it's shut off, this whole unit is cooled down. Like a lot of other portable heaters out there, as soon as you turn the power on button, it's going to turn on to its highest setting. So it's going to go to high 3. If you want to go down to medium, you just hit the minus button once, it's going to go to medium. Hit the minus button one more time, it's going to go to low. Now the nice thing about these is it kind of has a memory. So if you're in eco mode, let's say you keep your temperature at 72 degrees and you go to shut it off, if you turn it back on the next day, it's going to go right back to eco mode. You're not going to have to reset it. Same thing if you're just using low, medium, and high. Whenever you shut it off, you turn it back on, it's going to go right back to your last setting. An important feature with these portable heaters is the oscillation. You really want it to move a long ways left and right. Some of these portable heaters, they just move just a little bit, and that's about barely doing anything. This one has a high degree of rotation, and it helps fill the room with that nice warm air. 90% of the portable heaters out there, when you get them, you take them out of the box, you plug them in, you turn them on, they're going to stink. Now, I highly recommend with most portable heaters, and whenever you get them, you're going to set them out in your garage or set them outside, turn them on high for 30 minutes, and that gives it kind of a burn-in time, and after that, the smell's going to go away. This is one of very few that has no smell to it at all. Take it out of the box, plug it in, there's no smell at all, just nice warm heat. The thing about portable heaters is you're probably laying on the couch watching a movie under some blankets, nice and warm with your heater going, and you want to turn it on or off. You don't want to have to get up, move all your blankets, and go turn it on or off. It's got a nice remote control, and this remote is full function, meaning everything on this remote is the exact same thing on the top of the control panel. Some portable heaters lose a little bit of functionality with the remotes. They might just have an on-off and a fan high and low. This remote does everything that this control panel does. Now on the back of this unit is an air filter. You're going to want to clean that out every season. Basically, it's sucking in air and anything else in your home, like dust, pollen, debris. And if that stuff gets on the heat coils, it kind of burns in and it will give off an odor. Now if you just keep this filter clean, you're not going to have any odors, and this thing's going to work perfect. Now what size room is this good for? I think the maximum room size on this portable heater is going to be about 14 by 20. Anything smaller than that, it's going to heat it up great. About 14 by 20, you're definitely going to feel the warmth, but that's probably about the max room size for this little heater. Now tip over protection is especially concerning, especially if you have one of those tall portable heaters. I've seen some of these that are 36 inches tall, they're about this narrow, they're easily tipped over. Now this one is a lot more stable, but it does have tip over protection. Some of them, as soon as they hit about 45 degrees, they'll automatically shut off. This one, if you tip it over, you're going to hear 3 beeps, and it's going to go into cool down mode. So it's still going to blow air, but it's going to blow cool air. It's going to cool off the entire unit, so nothing gets hot or burned. Now, what's it cost to run one of these? I did do a video last year on my channel where I ran one of these heaters pretty much for 30 days straight. It cost me about $100. Now of course this is a portable room heater. It's something you're not going to run in your house 24/7. I just did that to see what it would cost to run one for 30 days straight. This is basically, you get home at night after work, maybe after dinner, and you're going to chill out in the living room. You're going to heat it up a little bit for maybe 2 to 3 hours before you go to bed. Or if you have a cold bedroom, maybe you have a 2-story where there's one bedroom at the corner of a house that's always a little cool, you can easily turn this on and set the timer for, let's say, an hour. Hit the timer, time you fall asleep, this is going to automatically shut off and you're good to go. Now speaking of a timer, this has one of the most adjustable timers of any portable heater I've tested. Most of them are like 1 hour, 3 hour, 6 hour, 12 hour. This one is 1 all the way to 12. So you can set it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way to 12, however many hours you want. It's very selective. So let's say you're going to go to bed in 2 hours or so, or maybe you're staying up, you're going to watch the news and probably fall asleep. You want this to auto shut off. You can just hit 2 hours on here, it'll automatically shut off and cool down. I'm not sure why you'd want to use a 12-hour timer, but it's there if you need it. So my overall general conclusion on this little heater is it packs a big punch. This is a very compact heater and it does a lot. It has a timer, has a remote, oscillates very well, is extremely warm, has virtually one of the most stable platforms of any portable heater I've tested. A lot of the other ones, I'll give them a little tip at the top and they topple right over. This one is very solid. As you can see, I'm pushing on it and it's actually sliding. It's not tipping. It's a great price point. It runs around $60 to $70 on Amazon. Sometimes you can clip that 5 or 10% coupon and get it a little bit cheaper. So if you're looking for a portable heater, I highly recommend this one. I do like the ones that are slightly taller for warming up a large room. But let's say you work in an office or a cubicle and your feet are cold. This will slide under a desk and no one will ever even see it. It would be perfect for that. Hope you guys enjoyed this video and review, and thanks for watching.